My name is Zane. Today I'll be doing a review on Covalent. It's a really fascinating cryptocurrency, and I really want to do a review because I find it fascinating that Covalent has these amazing blockchain supporters and partners that are backing their project. From Binance, they've actually they've actually got Ethereum as well, Polygon, Avalanche, Phantom, some amazing blockchain supports, and a lot of partners that are backing their project. Even early partners such as Coinbase Venture has been backing Covalent since the very start. So I really found it fascinating what they are and what they're trying to achieve at the moment. And to be honest, one of the biggest thing is that Covalent is going to have an ICO at the end of this month. So their first sale of ICO is going to be on the 29th of April. They'll have two ICO on the 29th and a third ICO on the 30th of April, which is really great. That's three ICO in a matter of 2 days. So it gives a lot of people a lot of chances to purchase Covalent tokens if they want to. Not to mention registration. You still got a few days before the registration is closed on the 24th of April. Some really fascinating stuff, some huge stuff that are happening for Covalent, guys. So it's really important that I deliver this news to you guys as soon as possible, because during my research I was really amazed with some of the things I found out about Covalent. So I really want to get into it from the token to the distribution to what they're trying to achieve. So the first thing you got to know about Covalent is that when it comes to blockchain, they provide a new frontier of development for enterprises, consumers, and software developers. So due to the decentralized architecture, immutability ledger, and highly secure framework, application of the technology will impact industry ranging from finance to retail to its personal identity and cryptocurrency. So Covalent provides a unified API, bringing visibility to billions of blockchain data points. That's key, guys. That's key. So I want to touch on a few key points as well. Three mainly, which is the complete granular visibility. Multiple blockchains supported, over 7 different blockchains that are supported. So the API works with 7 different blockchains, and developers can cut down their time to market from 2 weeks to a matter of hours with Covalent. And there's a marketplace for use case as well. So developers can create their own API endpoints for their projects and list them on the marketplace for other consumers. Wow. Wow. So Covalent has indexed and decoded entire blockchains, making it available to developers via a unified API. Visibility to billions of blockchains data points for every single wallet. So those are the 3 points I wanted to touch on first. Now the next thing is that I wanted to touch on the token distribution as well. 20% is going to the ecosystem, 8% is going to staking, 10% to seed, and 20% to private sales. And the list goes on to how it'll be distributed to the team, public sales, private sales, advisors get 2%, and reserve. Those are fascinating. Here's another important thing I wanted to touch on as well, the decentralized indexing query middleware. So the Covalent network features a fully decentralized storage and compute layer with a low fee and high throughput. So Primer transformation engine, an in-house transformation language that is inspired by the MongoDB query language. With Primer, developers select just the feeds that they want and further aggregate to data suits their need. All of this is done at query time in the real time instantaneously. Wow. Wow. Let's talk about the early backers. Like I said, they've got some amazing early backers from Binance Lab to Coinbase Ventures. And the list goes on because right now they've got a lot of companies, a lot of decentralized applications that are supporting them as well, blockchains that they're working with, such as Binance, Polygon, Near, Avalanche, Scale, Elrond, Phantom, Polkadot. The list goes on and it doesn't stop, and it's really fascinating. Not to mention their ecosystem partners, right? The Zero X protocol, Balancer, right? Key, Loopring, Matic. Wow. Poker Starter, Scale, and over 100 more, and Reef as well. This is huge. This is huge. University of Calgary is one of their infrastructure partners as well. And the list goes on. Figment, wow. The list goes on. They've got a lot of early backers and a lot of support. So clearly, this project is not just it's not just a bubble. Clearly, there is great use case for what they're building, or else these companies they wouldn't partner with Covalent. So they've got some amazing things going on. Now I spoke a little bit about the distribution of the tokens, but here's a key thing I wanted to touch on when it comes to tokens, right? When it comes to token, there'll be 1 billion token available at Genesis, which is the final launch of the coin. Now you gotta understand, even in the ICO or early after the ICO, it won't be fully launched. Similar to Mina Protocol. Mina Protocol just went through its ICO. However, it's not in Genesis yet. It hasn't been launched. So even though there's this price is simply for the IOU, investors holding utility. This is the amount of token that have been bought by investors, small investors, large investors, it doesn't matter. This is what it's based on. It's not based on the full amount of tokens that will ever be in existence. It's based on the small amount that has been purchased in ICOs. Am I right? Am I right, guys? So let's continue with Covalent. So as you can see, the market data is on track. It's not available as of yet. Hopefully, as we get closer to the ICO, more information will be released. And hopefully after the ICO, we'll get more information after that as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So yeah, this is a really fascinating project. It's really promising as well, which is what drew me in, which is what made me wanted to research this. Now I've researched it, many projects. I've uploaded many videos on many different projects such as Mina Protocol, Harmony. I recommend you checking out one of these videos. I'd recommend both of them actually, because they're both brilliant. They're both fascinating. So I recommend you checking those out. Also, remember to subscribe to Altcoin Disrupt. And remember, you guys can follow us on Twitter as well, because we're available on Twitter. You guys can follow us on Twitter because we do post our latest videos on Twitter. Now here's something I wanted to touch on in the token distribution. 1 billion token available at Genesis. That's key, right? Now the stake and reward is between 3 to 20% APR, which is based on the amount that is staked in the network. So the more you stake is the more you'll earn in rewards. Less you stake, less you earn in rewards. And in terms of earned fees, users pay fees to have their queries answered. And validators commission. Validators can charge a commission to users that delegate their token to them. Wow. So the Covalent Query token, the CQT governance, token holders vote on a proposal to change system parameters such as new data source, specific geolocation, and data modeling requirements. And staking and validation, guys, the CQT, which is the token, it is a staking asset. Validators will earn fees for answering queries. Token holders can delegate their voting rights to validators. Wow. So if you're holding tokens, you've got a right to vote in the system, and you can delegate that voting right to validators. That's amazing. That's amazing. You can basically transfer that right to someone else. That's or lend it in a way. Now, like I said, there'll be 3 different ICO, 3 different sales, and these are the sales detail. There's a sale 1 on the 29th at this time. There's a sale 2 at 1700 UTC on the 29th, both days. And on the final day of sale, it'll be on the 30th. There'll be an additional sales, all at different prices as well, from 35 US cents to 3 US cents to 25 US cents. So there'll be different prices for each token. Well, for each token sales. So even right there when I said 3 US cents, 30 US cent, 35 US cent, 25 US cent. So this has been a really fascinating project to review. It's been a really fascinating project to research. I've done a lot of research in this project and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos as well. Don't forget, you guys can subscribe, leave a like. Also, if you're on Twitter, you can follow Coinless on Twitter to get more information on the Covalent sales, which will be taking place fairly soon. They also have another sale for a different token that's called Clover. I also made a video on Clover, and I uploaded it yesterday. So you guys can check that out as well, because Clover will be having its own separate ICO, because it's a separate coin, separate company. But they're currently having a sale of Clover as well, and I made a video on that. So if you guys want to check that video out, you can check that video out, and I hope you guys enjoy that video as well. Now, thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.